Hey guys, and welcome back to the sixth installment of Kobums How To, and today we're going to be covering prisons, OP prisons. So when you join the server, you're going to be met with this spawn. You got your mail there, disposal there, and it's pretty much the whole way around. So over here you have the lore, and the lore says you've been caught committing crimes and must now pay for them by working in the mines until you can make your escape. Welcome to prison. Warning, PvP is enabled on this server. Now, with that in mind, you cannot actually do any kind of PvP within the prison, but it is enabled if you go outside of the prison, and I'll show you how to do that a little bit later on. So over here you actually have the crates in this main row right here. And then right here you have the gamble shop. And basically it's $25, and if you right click it you can get a random piece. In this case I got one orange glazed terracotta. Back here you have the key exchange. Every server that has crates is going to have a key exchange. Over here you have the instructions that nobody ever seems to read, and that's why we're going over them today. So, in order to get out of spawn, you must first go to intake to get your jumpsuit, and with your jumpsuit, it comes with perms. So, infirmary, actually, it's gonna be intake right here. So, the thing that I can tell you the most, and I cannot stress this enough, is if there's a hologram on the server, make sure you read it. It's just going to give you useful information on how to play the server. Um, Play in 1.12.2 for best results. Just otherwise, it's going to be buggy. So you got the little detail there, little search area right here. Something nice to look at. Pretty much just useless. Then you got the guard. So right-click the guard to get the jumpsuit, just like that. It'll give you kit intake. It will also give you the permissions to actually go into mine D4. So the way that it starts is it starts off on D4, then it goes up to D3, D2, D1, and then you go up to the C mine. So after you get your jumpsuit and permissions, I already have the permissions, so it's not gonna. So that's I already have the permission, so it's not going to let me have it again. And the only reason why I was actually able to get the jumpsuit in the first place again is because I'm opt and I can bypass everything. Normally, if you get the jumpsuit you lose it, you don't get it back up. You don't get it back again. So after you get the jumpsuit, you can then warp to the mine, and you can find all available warps right behind you, which is right here. So that's fantastic. To move to the next mine, you must first mine in your current mine and then use the sell all NPC to get enough money to rank up using /rank up, and there are 4 mines per mine. All prisoners must start out in mine D. To get back here, use spawn, and to get back to the hub, use /hub. So once you get your intake kit, you go over here and you right click on mine D, and that'll bring you over to the mine D spawn. Over here you got workshop D warp, warp commissary, and then work release D, and then warp over to the cells. So it is set up that way if you don't have the permissions, you won't be able to get into the mine. As you can see, we got D4, 3, 2, and 1 right there. Um, that means there's a guard. Okay. They do that from time to time. I don't understand it. They're just gonna die and then respawn there anyway. And there's actually 2 more here. Okay, so one little piece of advice I can give you. Don't try to hit the guards. They will kill you with one shot. So, in every single in every single mine, I should say, I'm only going to show you one. There's a farming area. Be kind, and if you remove all of the crops, put them back. There's a little farm area over here. You got the grinder. Now, each grinder will be different based on the level of mine that you're at. So, in order to actually, obviously you can't do anything right now. So, right click on the grinder, and you get the sword called Guard Slayer. Uh, I would not recommend it for what it says. Um, but hey, you do you. Anywho, if you go into the actual mine itself, every mine's different. So the D mine's gonna be, wood and leaves and stuff. There's a kit NPC. So you right click on the kit, and then you get your tools for that mine. Right here is how long it's until the next reset of the mine. And then if you go over here, you got the sell all NPC, and it will sell only the stuff that is actually able to sell. So you'll notice that I had the glazed terracotta. Well, now it's gone with the sell all. So it won't get rid of anything that's kind of been renamed, which is nice. And then it's just, just mine, get enough money. When you do / rank up, it'll look like that. It'll give you the next permissions. If you're just starting out, it'll give you the permission for prisons D3. In the case of me, I've already kind of been through it a little bit, so I got C3. And then just go counterclockwise until you get up to D1. And then simply go back to spawn, like so. And then when you rank up into the C mines, you get to do it all again. Now I'm going to go over to the workshop, and over here you have a ton of furnaces for you to cook your stuff on. Brewing area, crafting tables, and then the enchanting area. Now right here is where you can actually buy 1 lapis for $1. And you can use that to get your enchanting stuff done. Each of these tables is actually set to level 30 enchants. Which it won't work because that one's already enchanted. But just trust me, it's level 30 enchants. Couple guards here and there. And then right here you have the disposal signs scattered throughout that area. And that's pretty much it. You got anvils right here on the spawn platform. Then you can go back to the mine with these warp signs right here. So back here at the mine, you're going to go over to the warp cells. Now, it's one cell main area, but it branches off into 4 different cell blocks. You have cell block D, which is where everybody's going to start. And then you got C over here, B there, and then A there. Okay? Now, as the hologram says, it's one in every corner here. It all says the same thing. There are no claims here. Instead, you must rent a cell. Right-click on a cell sign to rent it. While inside your cell, use /cell unrent to unrent the sign. Unrent the cell. The cost of the cell is charged on a per day basis. Use /cell full cell name. I'll get into that in a little bit to teleport to your cell sign. For the example, it's /cell block D cell 001. Unrenting or failure to pay rent will result in an immediate eviction and a cell reset. Ranking up to a new cell block C, B, or A removes access to the lower level cells. So I actually made this cell block myself with a little bit of help from a couple different people. It's been so long that I don't even remember it anymore. Got the guard shack in here and everything. But let's go rent a cell. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys how to actually rent the cell. You just go over to the cell of your choice. There's both sides, right there and there, and top and bottom on both sides. It's a whole bunch of a whole bunch of cells. So basically, you just go over to the cell that you want and just right click the sign, and then boom, it's done. You got the cell rented. Like if you go over here, you can actually see that the C mine starts at $2,000 a day for one single cell. And then you can go in here and modify it as you do. Right? So what we're going to do is we're going to place that there, put that on top, and then put that there. Okay. Now we have this cell. It's rented. Now we can just simply go back to, you know, the cell, the mine, you know, do a little bit more mining. Well, what if we want to get back to our cells? So we do cell, and then the full cell name, like so, and that'll take you right back to your cell sign. Boom, done. If you want to unrent that sign, I know the hologram said it's just /cell unrent, but it's a little bit more than that. It's /cell unrent and then the full cell name. Now, as you can see through the door, we actually have our little cactus over there. Now, watch that as I'm doing the unrent command. Cell unrent block C cell 068. It goes away. It goes away, and then it's back to being unrented, and that's how prisons works. Now, I know I touched up on the guard shack here. There's one here, and then this one's the control room. So you have all kinds of controls. It's just decoration only, basically. And then another guard shack over here on this side. All cell blocks are the same. More cells up here. If you go up these steps, you get on the top side of the cell block, and then if you go up these steps, you get into the cafeteria, and you can see a little bit more stuff outside there. That's the employee lounge right there, and the line out there. Alright, so this is basically just decoration, and I want to go outside, and excuse my phone chime there. So we're gonna go outside, and here's the yard, the rec yard. So you'll notice that, you know, you're blocked out. You gotta go around here, and then you get into the main yard. What you can do is it also works from over there as well. What you can do is you can also go in here, and then like left or right there. Basically, it's almost like a maze, but it all gets to the same point of the rec yard itself. Got some weight benches here, and the guard towers as well. Oh, and everybody's favorite game, basketball. So this is all just purely for decoration, but that's pretty much it. Actually, there is a couple more stuff. So you'll notice I'm in cell block D right there, right? So you got the different mine warps only because this is like a common area. If you don't have the permissions, it's not going to work, basically. Check your mail there, and the disposal there, and then random information right there. So let's go over to the D mine right here, okay? So we covered the cells and we covered the workshop. Let's cover the work release right now. So here you can actually go outside of the prison to build your own house with your own claim blocks, but there is a cooldown feature on, or there is a cooldown on that feature. This is where fly is allowed, PvP is allowed, and a couple other stuff. If you actually fly over here, you will drop like a lead balloon, and then you'll be stuck. Because it doesn't allow fly in the prison. So, the grief prevention plugin I showed you on the Dragon SMP video is also here. It works the same exact way, and this is where you can actually build your own place. And then, of course, after a while, you do have to go back into the spawn into the prison, and start all over again. So let's go back. There's one more thing I gotta show you. Actually, I can do it from right here. Warping over to the commissary. This is where you can buy random blocks and items that is not actually found in the mine. But here you got the different dyes and stuff like that. So simply just right click the sign to buy whatever it was. And then down on the bottom there, you actually have the item itself. One of my builders, Bonnie Boo, actually made this commissary little area. And that's really all it is for prisons. So come be my prisoner and join me on the server sometime. And I hope you're enjoying the tutorial series so far. There's a couple more videos I can do. Until next time, we wish you good luck. Bye.